Joining us now to discuss is retired Air Force Major General and Arizona Senate candidate McGuire. General, thanks so much for being with us tonight.
Thanks for having me, Jen.
So do you think Milley and Austin warn Biden of the consequences of this reckless withdrawal, or are they just as culpable as what many are calling the abandoner-in-chief?
Well, first, let me say there's been tragic loss of life, and there was questions asked this morning about how many people are still there on an interview I did, and I said it doesn't matter. It's only one American left behind. That's too many. Our country's history is to leave no man behind, and this is complete dereliction of duty by the president. And I would say that your question about the generals, I don't know what was said, but I know this. You can delegate all of your authority, but none of your responsibility. And were they lower ranking, there would be a scroll at the bottom of your show about loss of confidence. And I think that loss of confidence is evident in what you're seeing in the public response, and they do need to resign.
And, you know, it's not just former generals that are speaking out. Marine Officer Stuart Scheller, he was relieved from his position after publicly criticizing Biden's withdrawal. Scheller has since resigned, and he posted a video online saying that he's forfeiting all of his retirement entitlements. Take a listen.
But I am forfeiting my retirement all entitlements. I don't want a single dollar. I don't want any money from the VA. I don't want any VA benefits. I'm sure I'm entitled to 100%. I breathed on the smell and smoke of for years. I don't want any of it.
What do you make of this, General?
Well, I think that young man exhibits that selfless service attitude that we want in all of our leaders. And I think he feels very betrayed, very much left behind, not understanding how we could work so hard to try to protect our citizens and our interests there, and then just up and walk away, giving up Bagram and the rest. And this is not how we lead. I put my hat in the ring for the U.S. Senate because of this. I've never felt the threat of the Republic pulled tighter, and I think the U.S. senators, like Mr. Mark Kelly, need to demand some answers from these leaders about why this has happened.
And, you made a great point earlier. It doesn't matter how many are left behind. Even if one is left behind, we need to bring that American back home to safety. The Sacramento Bee saying there's a Sacramento school district that's confirming there are 24 students still stranded in Afghanistan. There's obviously a lot of people that still remain there. And the question is, will we be bringing them back? Pentagon spokesman John Kirby said earlier today there are sophisticated ways of getting people out. And he said Americans get stranded in countries all the time. How confident that we will bring these individuals back home to safety?
Well, first, I have complete confidence in our great soldiers and airmen, sailors and Marines to execute any mission, but I'm not sure Biden or any of the leadership has the will to do this. And I just pray that we do not have another hostage situation like we had at the end of the Carter administration. Unfortunately, we cannot allow American citizens traveling abroad to be used as pawns in great power competitions, but that's what Biden's put us into. And people are less safe. Our allies have lost confidence in us, and we have real challenges. That's why we need leaders in the Senate that can call on all these appointed officials to do their oath-taken duty.
Major General Mick McGuire, thank you so much for your service, and thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you very much, Jen. I appreciate the time.